NKTelco Sports. We're here at Marion Local High School where the Anna Rockets take on the Marion Local Flyers. Today's game is sponsored by Minster Bank, Sweeterman Pharmacy, Keyhole Pizza, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental, Hometown Opportunity, Francis Furniture, Wilson Health, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, NKTelco, NKT.TV, BowlerStore.com, Wagner's IGA, Cargill, Grand Lake Health, Clopay Building Products, Moran's Refrigerations, and First National Bank. A fine thank you to all those sponsors that allow us to bring you this. And tonight it's MAC football, and it features the Rockets and the Flyers, both undefeated, entering the third week of league play. I'm Jeff Henshin. Alongside me tonight is Ron Cruzy. And Ron, a beautiful night for football. It's a little windy, but we feature two teams tonight. Good records overall. Anna just a one loss, but both undefeated coming into tonight's game.
Right, they're both undefeated in the MAC. Anna defeated New Bremen 42-7. They defeated St. Henry last week 28-27 in overtime, while Marion Local beat Parkway 51-7, and they beat Delphi St. John's 53-7. Marion comes into the game second in the MAC in rushing with an average of 242 yards a game. Anna comes into the game third in the MAC in rushing with an average of 228 yards a game. There is a difference, though, in total team defense. Marion Local is first in the MAC, giving up only 90 yards total per game, while Anna gives up an average of 307 yards a game.
Well, these teams tonight, again, coming in, trying to maintain that first place share of the MAC lead right now. And as we get ready for our opening kickoff, before we get there, we're going to go ahead and go into our keys to the game tonight. That is being brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. And Ron, our keys tonight.
For the Anna Rockets, the first key is the offensive line. The Rockets have to create running lanes for running back Riley Hilsman and quarterback Bart Bixler. Marion gives up only 2.27 yards per carry. The second key for the Rockets, create turnovers. The Rockets are second in the MAC with a +6 turnover ratio. On the other hand, Marion Local, the first key for them is penalties. Marion Local has had 28 penalties for 228 yards compared to Anna's 11 penalties for only 58 yards. The second key, they need to get to an early lead. The Flyers want to get to an early lead and then use their running game to control the rest of the game.
Well, thank you, Ron, and especially Keyhole Pizza for sponsoring our keys to the game as we are set here for the opening kickoff. The Flyers in the blue jerseys, yellow pants, yellow numbers trimmed in white have won the toss. They have deferred. They will kick off to the Anna Rockets, white jerseys with green lettering or numbering trimmed in black. So the Anna offense will take the field first. The Anna Rockets are led by head coach Nick Marino. He's in his fourth season. Overall record since he's been at Anna is one game above 500. And on the other side of the field, longtime head coach Tim Goodwin entering his 20th season. He's won 84% of his ball games. And the Flyers have also won 10 state titles. So a strong program here at Marion Local. Anna trying to get back there themselves. They had a nice season last year, made it to the playoffs. They finished the season 7-4, ended on a 3-game losing streak, and then opened up this year with a loss. So suffered that 4-game losing streak, but since that opening loss here in week 1 have rebounded and went on a 3-0 stretch. Have their hands full tonight. Will the Rockets against a very good Marion Local defense. And the kick is up, and we are underway. And the opening kick goes out of bounds. The game's first penalty, and the Rockets will take over on offense.
For the Rockets, you're going to see Bart Bixler, number 4, at the quarterback position. Riley Ilsman, number 20, will be the running back. Hayden Davies, 5'9", 160-pound junior. Another running back at the wide receiver, number 12, Jeffrey Richards, 6'1", junior. And number 23, Isaac Leininger, a 6-foot junior. So a bunch of juniors there for the Rockets.
Bixler there in the backfield in shotgun formation. We'll open the game in that format and look for them to stay there most of the game. Opening run is by Riley Hills-Camp. Short gain of 3 yards. Marion defense has been very good so far this season. As Ron mentioned, giving up very few yards and only 7 points each in their last couple games. So
yeah, when you give up less than 100 yards a game, you're getting the job done.
2nd down, 6. Bixler will keep it himself. Gets to the 40 and just over the 40, short of the 41, as a host of Flyers there to converge on the quarterback running a called run up the middle.
He just faked a quick pass to the outside, trying to control the defense, make him take that step to their right, and then he went right up the gut.
Isaac Dobbs, number 52, will snap it back to Bixler. A critical 3rd and 4 here for the Rockets. They would really like to get a first down to keep the chains moving, keep the Anna offense off the field, and force this defense to spend a little bit more energy here in the first series. Pass nearly deflected. It is not, though, and is received, caught by Riley Hills-Camp. A good pass, a good catch, a good run, a good first down for the Anna Rockets.
That was a nice, well-conceived play right there. Quick out, and the defender went for the ball, couldn't quite reach it, and that left the receiver open for a gain of about 11.
They only needed 4. They got 11. More importantly, a first down for the Rockets as they have entered Flyer territory. Ball on the 48-yard line. Hills-Camp, nice first down carry of about 6. That'll bring up a very manageable 2nd and 4 so far. I know it's early, Ron, but a good start for the Anna offense. Anytime you get a first down and get a new set, that's a plus.
Yeah, the strong part of their game is the rushing game. Not quite as good as their the passing game isn't quite as good as the running game, so they want to stay out of the 2nd and 3rd and long.
2nd down, the ball is given to Hills-Camp, and he is again tackled by 3 or 4 Flyers. One of those Flyers in there for the tackle was number 58, Matt Everman, 6'1 junior. And again, how quickly it seems we're right back to the same scenario, Ron. 3rd down, short. You wonder even if they don't get a first down here, will they go for it on 4th down with the ball if they don't get it close to the 40-yard line? Hills-Camp finds room around the outside.
He got the corner.
And a tackle by Peyton Oddy, but not until Hills-Camp gets a very impressive run, a first down as he bounced it outside right after being shut down, if you will, up the middle.
Nice job there. Kicking it to the outside and just fast enough to get the corner.
So a nice opening drive for the Anna Rockets. Marion local defense trying to dig in here as the ball rests on the 35. Hills-Camp again on the screen pass, goes forward across the 30, a gain of 5.5, 6 yards.
And you can see Anna's attacking the defense on the outside. They're not trying to run it up the middle. With swing passes to the outside and the runs to the outside.
Isaac Dobbs again at center, number 52 for the Rockets. They look over to the coaching staff on the far sideline. Clock continues to run at 8:30. This is the first drive of the game, and Anna has moved it from their own, I think, 35-yard line where they got the ball on the out-of-bounds kick. Bixler keeps it, spins, gets around the outside, and will take it down inside the 10-yard line. Good run by Bixler. A gain of about 19 or 20 yards, Ron, as Bixler uses his speed.
Yeah, you see the speed of Bixler, and Hills-Camp has that speed to get to the outside. That time, Bixler just basically did a 360.
And there's a penalty that will stop the clock.
I think we're going to have offsides. Marion.
Well, as they converge, and we'll see if they were drawn off or if they actually did invade the neutral zone. I have not seen a signal yet. Have you, Ron?
No.
But they're marking it off. There we go, 5 yards. So it stays first down. Now just 4 yards to go. Dodds, again, will wait for the signal from Bixler as the Rockets looking to draw first blood here in the first quarter. Hillscamp gets it up the middle. Again, a lot of bodies there, Ron, and he does gain about a yard.
It's kind of surprising coming into the game that Ann has been able to control the line of scrimmage the way they have, pushing the ball right down the field.
Second down, quick snap. Hillscamp goes in. It looks like a lot of white jerseys with their hands in the air, but nothing from the striped jerseys.
They marked him short.
Just short. Third down. And short yards, third down inches, as quickly the Rockets back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see if they snap it quickly. They kind of did in their last possession, or last play. Again, there's a Bixler went under center. I believe it was Bixler.
Yeah, it was Bixler. He got some help there from Hillsman pushing him in from behind.
Bart Bixler, the quarterback, with a quarterback sneak. Didn't need a lot, got enough. And at the 7:09 mark of the first quarter, the Anna Rockets, an impressive drive, take and score the game's first points on the short yard run by Bixler. So an impressive drive for the Rockets against a very good defense. As they will now attempt the point after touchdown, as they have to change shoes and get the old style kicking shoe on. Hustling out, I believe, is Cam Stewart, number 14. They're down to, they're not going to get the snap off just at the close, and that kick just out of rhythm there as Stewart was late kind of getting a shoe change, if you will, and the play clock was down and the kick never had a chance. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have more high school football here on NKTelco Sports.
For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at cargill.com.
7 minutes, 9 seconds remain. Nearly a 5-minute drive run for the Anna Rockets. Very impressive. They were good on every possession. I don't think no incomplete passes, no loss, no, if you will, plays for negative yards.
Yeah, 9 rushing plays and 2 passes. Both passes at 11 yards and 1 for 6.
So
a nice combination there for the Rockets to being able to rush the ball right down the field.
Unfamiliar maybe territory or circumstance now as the Flyers find themselves down by 6. The point after touchdown was no good to kick off. It's fielded by a couple Flyers, and I believe it was 13 that actually gets it. That's Habadaz. He takes it all the way across the field to the 35-yard line, and that is where the Marion local offense will begin. And their offense is led by quarterback Nathan Bruns, running back Habadaz, who just returned a kick. Also 44, Darren Hayes. Flankers, Matt Rethman. The split end is Nick Tangeman. The flanker is also Tanner Ungren. Tight end Max Albers. Right tackle Eric Schlarman. Right guard Lucas Berkey. Center Reese Eifert. left guard Derek Wilker, and left tackle Matt Preeter, all seniors for the Flyers. There's a fumble. Ron, you talked about turnovers.
Hannah's got it.
As losing the handle for the Flyers was Rethman, and the Rockets another turnover force, and they recover the fumble.
So that gives them a +7 in the turnover ratio for the Rockets. Just reach in there and grab the ball before the tackle.
Big play here early in the first quarter. So the Anna offense, who just controlled nearly 5 minutes of game clock, will get the ball back with a very short field. A 33-yard line is where they will start. Play clock down to 15 and running. Bixler, who scored on the touchdown, will get his offense set. Play clock at 5, and they go. Hillscamp pushed out of bounds, but not until he gains a couple. So the Anna Rockets, a chance here to make a statement in his first 12-minute period, but still, even though it's short field run, that Marion local defense pretty good. That's no easy task to move it 32 more yards. Nice play defensively by the Marion local Flyers.
That was by number 57, Nathan Ungren, 6'3", 195-pound junior.
Mentioned briefly while the Marion local offense was on the field, all of their starters on offense are seniors. Ungren is a junior on defense. And besides him and Fleck, Brandon Fleck and Grant Meyer, the Marion local defense, also the rest of them all seniors. So very heavy senior class for the Flyers, both on offense and defense.
And for Anna, you got all their skilled players are juniors.
Hillscamp swings out right. Bixler, it's a forward pass. Slipping and breaking a tackle is Hillscamp. Tough break as Rethman was there to wrap him up for a loss of yards. Can't get it done. Hillscamp, a tough player to bring down, Ron. He makes something nothing into a lot.
Yeah, Hillscamp goes at 5'10", 175 pounds, but boy, he looks stronger than 175 pounds.
Fourth down, 4 yards to go from the 27. Anna will keep their offense on the field. Bixler barks out the signs, hoping to get a blue jersey to jump. Does not work that time. They reload, if you will, their offense. Play clock at 10. The snap to Bixler, looking for a bunch. And there's a penalty as a lot of contact.
2 penalties, or 2 flags, same penalty.
The intended receiver is Isaac Leiniger. And we'll see if there was contact before or during the pass.
Leininger had a step on the defender. The pass was overthrown, but the defender reached out and tackled him before the ball got there.
Defensive pass interference, DPI. So they will mark off, I believe it's a 10-yard penalty. So first down, and that was 4th and 4. Anna went for the home run. Gets a break on the penalty as Leiniger was interfered with. A new set of downs for the Rockets. Coach Marino's squad so far very good tonight here in this first quarter. Hillscamp, a lot of running room. Hillscamp will go in from 14 yards. Nice run by number 20, Riley Hillscamp.
Nice job there by the offensive line, also opening up a big hole for him, and then he cut back to the middle. Nothing but green grass ahead of him.
Cam Stewart already trying to get a shoe change. He's kneeling at about the 16-yard line. And this time Stewart much more efficiently out on the field. The play clock just now starting. They'll have plenty of time now to get this one snapped. As the play clock just now reaching 15. So the Bixler will hold. Cam Stewart will kick. And the arms go up. That's a good PAT. And at the 5:11 mark in the first quarter, Anna on top of Marion Local, 13-0. We'll take a break. And when we come back, we'll have more Midwest Athletic Conference high school football here on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Welcome back to Marion, where the Anna Rockets have taken advantage of a forced fumble they recovered on a benefit or aided a little bit there with a pass interference call. They take advantage, and Ron now up 13-0.
Right, Marion's only run one offensive play, and that was a fumble. So we'll see what they can do here with their second possession, but obviously they need more plays than one.
I'm just going to ask a dumb question. I probably should have known this, but when do you think, what's the most you think the Marion local Flyers have been behind in a game recently?
Yeah,
a lot of room for the returner, Habadaz. So that's a nice, refreshing return.
Number 10, Matt Rethman, was out in front of him looking for somebody to block, and Abdaz just pushed him in the back to get going there.
And that's legal when it's your own player.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Ron, when is that illegal? When it is a color of a different jersey and you push someone in the back.
Can't do that.
Can't do that. It's a penalty. It negates a beautiful run. Didn't happen here. Their teammates are allowed to do that. And more importantly, Habadaz has the ball for the Flyers near midfield. And there's a nice hole and some running room for the Flyers all the way down near the 25 is number 25, Brandon Fleck. Fleck, a junior running back. Did a nice job and a quick hitting hole run. Looked like good opening by the offensive line.
Yeah, very good hole, and he hit it and did a nice job there accelerating through the hole, picking up the yardage of about 26 yards.
Bruns will look downfield, has a receiver middle of the field. Pass, catch, down to the 1 yard line.
That didn't take long, did it?
No, it did not. Tangeman, 6 feet 4 inches tall, a nice target. You saw him, watch the replay, Ron. Well, you won't see it on this one, I don't think, unless, but he was on the other side, got inside positioning, and Bruns, a beautiful pass, pretty good defensive play there by Bixler.
A nice post pattern there, and he hit him right on stride.
Handoff, straight ahead attempt is in for a touchdown. Nolan Habadaz scores from 1 yard out. And the Flyers, in just a couple plays, a few plays I should say, have got on the board now. Their first scoring drive. And now the PAT to be attempted by number 87, Alex Klosterman. Klosterman will try for the point after touchdown. His holder will be Reese Hess, number 27. The long snapper, number 23, Grant Meyer. The kick is plenty strong, and that one splits the uprights. And at the 4:20 mark, the Flyers on the board. They trail 13-7. We'll take a break and come back with more first quarter football here on NKTelco Sports.
Minster Dental Care continues to offer advanced dental technology in a state-of-the-art facility. Our professional team offers experience in general dentistry and orthodontics, including services such as CERA and wireline orthodontics. Board-certified pediatric dentist Dr. Philip Slonkoski ensures our littlest patients have a positive, safe, and a comfortable experience. We are unconditionally committed to excellence in everything we do.
Pretty exciting opening first quarter here from Marion Locals, where the Anna Rockets and the Flyers are putting on an offensive show right now. Last drive, a big play in that pass, or a big play in that drive, Ron, was a big connection from Nathan Bruns to Nick Tangeman. And boy, both those guys, you got Bruns already standing at 6'6", Tangeman at 6'4". He was guarded by Bixler. Bixler stands 5'11", so had a lot of height there, a lot of vertical athlete. The pass was beautiful. Got down to the one Habidas finishes with his 1-yard plunge.
Yeah, it took him 3 plays to go 51 yards. Most of that done by the run, and then followed by the 23-yard pass.
That kick, They thought it was going into the end zone. It does not. And the Flyers pile on as they will have a great job of special teams getting the Rockets down near their own end zone. They probably thought Rams would bounce into the end zone.
Yeah, he looked kind of surprised. Like from here, it looked like he just ran up on it and left it go over his head. And then he kind of turned around, and there the ball was, and didn't go in the end zone. So maybe I better go back there and get that.
So deep in their own hole, Rockets will have to stay hot on offense and get some first downs, get that ball away from their goal line. The defense for the Flyers, a big chance here to get a 3-and-out.
Yeah, one thing they've been able to do is move the ball on the ground, keep the ball away from the Marion local offense.
Short gain. And getting up off the bottom of the pile is Hulskamp. And then on a tackle, a lot of Flyers, but we'll give number 25, Brandon Fleck, one of the first ones there maybe to bring down Hulskamp, but really a gain of
just 1 yard.
If that, so credit the victory of that play to the Marion local defense. Inside handoff, coming around this side, looking for room, and it's shut down quickly. I believe that was Jeffrey Richards, number 12.
And that time you saw Marion local stretch that play out all the way to the sideline, and there was no room to cut back, so he had to go down.
So far, back-to-back strong defensive stops by the Flyers. This is critical now.
That's more like the Flyer defense that we saw coming into this game.
And if they get a stop here, they'll force Anna to punt into the wind. Now, the wind has died down from this afternoon, but the flags are blowing into the Anna face right now, so it would be a punt from probably their end zone into a breeze. But if Anna can get a first down, they won't have to worry about it. They're looking for a bunch.
It's underthrown.
It's underthrown, and that will stop the clock as Richards, the intended receiver, defending on him was John Tangeman, number 34, and that will bring up that fourth down now I was talking about in a punting opportunity.
You could see how the wind affected that throw. He normally would throw it farther than that, and the wind just got it when it was halfway up there and just kind of knocked it down, floated like a bee.
And I believe punting for Anna will be number 4, Bixler. So we'll try to see once if the Rockets can get a good strong leg from Bixler. End over end kick will bounce and take a decent hop. Not much you could do. It's down at the 37-yard line, and a great field position here for the Flyers, who have trailed since the get-go, scored their last possession, and now a chance here to score an extra point. Ron, they're right back on top.
Yeah, I thought Bixler did a good job there. He kept the ball low, end over end kick. Wind did not affect that very much. Plus, he got a roll out of it after it hit the ground. So, good job there by Bart Bixler.
So back to work come the Flyers. They were very efficient on a short field their last drive. Only had to go, I think, 50, or it was a short drive with a nice kickoff return. So Bruns out here to number 10, Rethman. Good defensive play by the Rockets. Number 51 in on the stop.
So no gain on that play.
Luke Cantrell. We'll take another look here. Nice job by the Anna's defense. Quick out here, just trying to get someone in space. I should say, Jeffrey Richards.
Yeah, he
12
made the
held
first
him up first,
yeah.
yes. And then Cantrell made sure there was nothing else going forward. So no gain on that play, as Bruns will reset his offense. Bruns to pass. Nice pass, and streaking down the sideline was Habadaz.
He had him. It put a little bit more air under the ball. Let him run under it. Would have had a better chance, I think, but just out of the reach of Habadaz.
Nice look here coming right into your living room as Habadaz had a good separation off the line of scrimmage and probably wishes he could have that one back. About a half a foot shorter, and he's scoring that one just out of his reach. Stops the clock and brings up 3rd and 10. So the Flyers now have to focus maybe now on getting a first down themselves. Bruns will throw again. No one open. Scrambles. Penalty's going to be calling this one back as Bruns, boy, did a nice job getting around the outside. Remember, it was a penalty on the play.
Yeah, he had 3 receivers out to the left, and they all cleared the left side out. He had plenty of room to run, but once he took off, we had holding on the Marion local Flyers.
Well, when he turned a corner, though, he went vertical.
Yeah.
Once he got there and turned the corner, he
got those 6'6" legs
that's
going.
Exactly right. But it will go for not holding on the Flyers. And that's from the spot, so that's really going to be a huge penalty. They had it at the 38. Now it's going to go back inside, past the 50, inside their own territory to the 45-yard line.
So it ends up being like a 15-yard penalty.
So that will stop the clock with 1:45. And the Flyers now had a short field to start the drive, are in jeopardy of kind of squandering that opportunity and will possibly be forced to punt if they do not get a first down. Bruns finds Tangeman. That gets back the penalty yards, and then a little more, brings up a much more manageable 4th and 7. Probably a down and distance where you would go for it, considering where they're at on the field.
Yeah, it looks like they'll be going for it from there. Another nice throw there by Bruns.
Bruns on the year. Came into the game 39 out of 65 for 60%. Just under 600 yards on the season. 8 touchdowns through the air with 2 interceptions. 4th and 6 from the 35. Tipped by Stewart, number 14, prevents the pass completion. Nice hands there by Cam Stewart, and there'll be a turnover on downs, and the Anna Rockets can take a breath, Ron. Their defense came up with what they needed to, got a benefit with a penalty on the Flyers, but will get the ball back to their offense here with just under a minute to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, as we said in the keys of the game, penalties, Marion local Flyers are last in the MAC as far as penalties go. And so far they've got 3 penalties here, and we're
last as far as being flagged for them. Not many per game.
Yeah.
So 3 is probably.
They've got the most per game.
Oh, most. So
the most yardage. So that's a double
Achilles
whammy.
Heel. Yeah, that can hurt your offense. And you can see right there that holding call took away a big first down run by Nathan Bruns. So penalties a factor. Plus add in the turnover they had on their first drive as Hulskamp. An 8-yard run. It's a good first down yards there, and it's always nice, Ron, as your offense with 2nd and short, kind of do whatever you wish.
Right, opens up the playbook.
Hulskamp really not touched at all. Hulskamp right back at it with another first down run, and that might be just about the last. Nope, we'll get one more in here. Play clock now runs at 23. About a 6 seconds differential between play clock and game clock.
The Rockets are moving fast up to the line of scrimmage, and then they see what's out there defensively, and then they look over and get their play.
Bixler. Ball might have been just a little high. I don't know if it was tipped. Sailed on him, and incomplete pass. Might be his first incomplete pass of the night.
That's his second. He is 3 of 5 right now.
That'll stop the clock. 11 seconds to go in the first quarter. Anna, again, kind of driving into the wind in the first quarter. We'll have it at their back when they switch the field. 2nd down 10. Richards with the football coming near side. Not much room, and with the tackle is number 34 for the Flyers, John Tangeman. There's your whistle, and the first 12 minutes are in the books. And after 12 complete, it's the Rockets 13, the Flyers 7. You're watching high school football on NKTelco Sports.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier Sofa and Sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Back here at Marion Local, where the second quarter about to get started. The Rockets with a 3rd down and 7, just inside Marion Local territory. Big play here to try to keep the ball with the Rockets. Anna scored in their first 2 possessions. One a nice long drive, the other one a shorter drive as a result of a Marion Local fumble caused by the Anna defense. Camp bounces off a couple tacklers and unable to wrap and drop. Camp, you mentioned his size and strength, Ron, a tough tackle.
Boy, he just keeps his legs churning, and he bounced off at least 1, maybe 2 tackles there. They thought they had him held up, and he just escapes and goes for another 5 yards.
Just did not get enough of him, and
takes 2 to bring him down.
So that's a first down, a big 3rd down conversion for the Rockets. Dodge will snap it back to Bixler. Camp this time corralled after a gain of about 2.
That was a little bit of a surprise here that they went to the run. They got the wind to their back, but they went to their run there on that 3rd down play, and I think it caught Marion Local off guard there a little bit.
Clock moving as we approach the 11-minute mark here in the second quarter, so 60 seconds have been played. And on 2nd and 8, we'll send Camp to the far side, and Camp run out of bounds for a gain of about 4, and we'll bring up 3rd down now and 2. Both these teams are undefeated in league play at 2-0. Anna has won over New Bremen convincingly in the score, but maybe not a blowout like the score would indicate. New Bremen getting much better, and then had a nail-biter last week, did the Rockets, beating St. Henry in overtime. Anna came up with a big 2-point conversion stop against the Redskins. And on the other side of the ball, Ron, the Flyers have had 2 blowout wins against St. John's and...
Right, nobody scored more than 7 points against St. John's and Parkway.
There you go, thank you. Camp hesitated, and wow, about 6, not all but 2, so about 8 guys tackle him. Just good pursuing defense that time for the Flyers.
So now you got 4th and 5, and it looks like the Rockets are going to go for it.
So the Flyers fans rise to the feet.
But you always have to be prepared because Bixler is also the punter.
The clock is at 15, as Bixler, you mentioned, is in the backfield, so he's able to punt from that position as well.
He could, could be a quick kick. Nobody back for Marion.
Hands off to Camp, and with a pancake tackle, number 57, Nathan Ungren, take another look out here. Looked like Ungren, nice job getting off the blocker and had a little bit of help there from number 38, Tanner Ungren, forcing Huelskamp to maybe turn in, and then that allowed the other Ungren to get the tackle. So change of possession here as Anna defense hustles out to the field. Marion's offense ready to go. Handoff, a lot of running room.
He's
Still
got
running.
the corner.
Nolan Habadaz, big run across the midfield stripe. And Habadaz earlier in the first quarter, after Marion had fallen down 13-0, scored his 9th rushing touchdown of the season. Sorry, make that his 8th rushing touchdown. He had 7 coming in. The 1-yard plunge gave him 8 now in the season.
So he's had 2 big runs already. He did a 26-yard run and a 19-yard run.
Inside handoff. Short carry there. And that run was by Brandon Fleck, number 25. So the Flyers here inside Rocket territory. 2nd down, 8. 3 receivers to the left, 1 up top. Bruns will keep it himself and be tackled in the backfield by 79, Dylan Steinke Ellinger. So Dylan Steinke Ellinger, a huge play there, Ron. Take another look at it here.
Yeah, loss of about 3 or 4 yards there. Run pass option. He was going to take off running, no place to go.
Holds on to the ball. And now we'll bring 3rd down and 2 lines to go for the Flyer offense. Call it 3rd down, 13 from the Rocket 49. Bruns under some pressure, avoids it, and he will dump it down. Boy, flying in there like a firecracker is number 29, Isaac Egbert. He didn't come up with the sack, but sure disrupted the offense.
Yeah, look there, like if he'd have put a little air under that one, he could have floated it out there. He had to have it as out in front of the blockers. Kind of a strange situation there, but he chose to take the safe route and put it in the ground.
Punting is Brandon Fleck, number 25. Gets it away, and that one, nice punt. It will bounce and can't quite get to stop into the end zone. That's a touchback, and the Anna offense will take over at their own 20-yard line. So after an explosive first quarter of offense, Ron, where both teams score on consecutive possessions, if you will, Anna almost back-to-back because of the Marion local fumble. Defenses have bent a little bit, but have not broken, and its score remains the same.
Yeah, Anna's run probably twice as many plays as Marion local has. Marion local's offense has been a quick-hitting offense where Anna would just like to just take it, 3 or 4 yards at a time down the field.
Huelskamp on the far side for about 2 yards. Huelskamp is the primary ball carrier all season for the Rockets. Came into the game with 80 carries for 443 yards. Yeah, it's an average of just over 5.5 yards per carry. He also had 9 rushing touchdowns. So he's their primary ball carrier, as we've seen that evident tonight. Bixler next on the list with 60 carries and 335 yards. Again, a very nice, just under 6 average for Bart Bixler, along with 3 rushing touchdowns. They're the main 2 ground carriers, and Bixler will keep it himself and doing a nice job closing in on the tackle for the Flyers is number 23, and that was Grant Myers. Bixler kind of gave you the old backyard football play. You fake the pass numerous times, get someone to bite, and then get around him. But Grant Meyer, not interested, comes up with a big tackle.
So it puts Anna in a 3rd and 7.
Play clock at 10. Bexler looking, has Jeffrey Richards down the sideline. Richards with the catch, stiff arms, and tackled inside the 10 is Richards. He was tackled by number 34, John Tangeman. A big time pass and catch from Bixler to Jeffrey Richards. All the way down to the 9-yard line. 41 plus 20, probably a 60-yard run. I know math is a lot. But
I came up with 58. But
okay, well, I said 61, wasn't quite sure. But nonetheless, first down, Rockets. They look to now try to build this 13-7 lead. Bexler nowhere to go. He is hammered, and the first flyer in there to really cause penetration or create it was number 58, and that was Matt Everman. So he was the one that got Bexler in a short gain. 2nd and 10, maybe a loss of 1. So, boy, a chance here for the Rockets. They convert another big third down. They've had quite a few third down conversion. So Bexler will take the snap. He will hand off. Running room for Huelskamp. He muscles down inside, I should say near the 5. Again, a bunch of Flyers converge on Huelskamp. Ball now on the 5. Remains third down and goal, call it maybe the 6-yard line. So a tough place when Richards got tackled. It was right inside the 10-yard line, Ron. So that's like first and the most you get, from goal to go. You'd almost like to have maybe at the 12, and then you can get a first down again. But that's the toughest down and distance when you've got the most 30 feet to go.
Something around the 15 to get it down inside the 5 for first down.
Third down 6. Dodge back to Bixler. A little option. Huelskamp has an angle, and he is going to scamper in for, I'm waiting for the arms. I thought he scored a 6-yard touchdown by Riley Huelskamp. And Anna Rockets winning the advantage.
There you can see him get the pitch out, and there's just a race to the flag right there.
There's a push near the end, but not enough until Huelskamp can cross that goal line. And the Anna offense right now is doing well against a very good Marion local defense. On for the extra point is Cam Stewart. He's so far 1 of 2 tonight. And that one is good. Make it 2 of 3. Score 20-7 with 5:31 left. We'll take a break and come back with more football here on NKTelco Sports.
NKTelco Sports. More than 140 local high school and college games. Football, basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball, and soccer. Support your local team with NKTelco Sports and promote your business to 250,000 households in Northwest Ohio. Call 1-888-NKTelco and get in the game.
Welcome back as the Rockets open up the lead again to 13, 20-7. We'll remind everyone at halftime, Hometown Opportunity will be spotlighting a local business, and in this case it's Ferguson Construction. And Hometown Opportunity, again, is connecting local companies with local talent. So nice service that Hometown Opportunity does provide, and we will be featuring Ferguson Construction at halftime, which is just over 5.5 minutes of game clock. And boy, right now the Anna Rockets, a little bit maybe surprise, I guess, for most people, maybe not to them, but they have a 20-7 lead, and they've played pretty well here against a very good Marion local team.
Yeah, and that time the big play, there's there's a hold or a push in the back maybe. Going to bring that play back.
So a nice run, probably is going to come back. I believe on the run, it does go against the Flyers, unfortunately. So that's going to negate the big run back, and it'll force the Flyers to go pretty much the length of the field with 5:21 left to go until halftime. So again, Ron, you and I talked about it before the game started on kickoffs and punts. You know, how many times you see it where, whether it's high school, college, or professional, that there is holding or an illegal block in the back.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure it's got to be difficult with a lot of moving parts out there, but you know, we see it a lot. And in this case, it wiped out. It happens. I mean, it probably was the right call, but it's just see it so many times.
Yeah, even especially at the professional level, and
they should know better.
You know, the teaching should be done by then.
Well, the ball rests back on about the 10-yard line. Bruns has a receiver. Looks like it's Tangeman. And the taller receiver, Tangeman, number 24, does get the reception, does get a first down, and a nice play on first down to get it out from away from your goal line.
Right, 20-yard gain there on that pass play. The Anna Rockets, they used the one big play they had on the pass side of 68 yards. I refigured my calculations there.
Hey.
That was a 68-yard.
From Bixler to Jeffrey Richards?
Yes.
Well, that time, Bruns and Tangeman hook up as they did earlier. And now it's, boy, Bruns pitched and was also the lead blocker on that play as the Flyers keep it on the ground. Speaking of the height, if you will, Nathan Bruns 6 feet 6 inches, Tangeman again 6 feet 4 inches, so that's 12 feet 10 inches worth of athleticism, and that usually is going to outsize any defensive players, especially the defensive backs. When you got a little bit of quickness in there, it's a tough combination to stop. 2nd down 6.
One thing for sure, he's got an easy job finding him.
Right down the middle of the field is
he's gone.
Rethman. It's a foot race. Rethman will win it. 84-yard pass and catch. Redo your math, Ron.
66 yards.
There we go. 66-yard from Bruns to Rethman. You saw it. Right there is 10 streaking down the seam, and right down the middle is kind of zigzag. Rethman going one way, the defender going the other. A quick striking offense for the Flyers. They again climb back to within 7. They'll look to go to within 6 here. With the kick, it'll be Alex Klosterman, number 87. Plenty of leg on that from Klosterman, and the kick is good. 20-14 your score. We'll be right back with more football here on NKTelco Sports.
Our 1,500 square foot showroom and pro shop at bowlerstore.com is stocked with bowling balls, bags, shoes, accessories, and apparel. The pro shop is equipped with 2 drill presses, measuring devices, and bowling ball maintenance machines to keep your ball rolling great. We offer private lessons for individuals and groups. Moxie's Extra Pair inside bowlerstore.com is also available to rent for private events. Be sure to check out bowlerstore.com or visit our pro shop in Versailles, Ohio for all your bowling product needs.
Welcome back here with 4:11 to go until halftime. It's a quick scoring drive as the Flyers move right down the field, and they bring the game back to within 6. As a reminder, at halftime, Hometown Opportunity will be featuring the Ferguson Construction Company. And Hometown Opportunity is trying to connect local companies with local talent. So again, stick around for that feature with Ferguson Construction at halftime. I'll also remind everyone our keys to the game tonight was brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. And I know one of those keys, Ron, you mentioned earlier in the game was Anna forcing turnovers, I believe, and they've done that. I believe, did you mention penalties?
Penalties, yes.
And that's hurt Marion Local tonight on a couple of their drives. So far you've guessed right.
Thank you.
Yep. Those are brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Our replays, we've seen a number of good replays tonight. Those have been brought to you by Winners Meats. Quality meats for 90 years, Winners Meats. That's a good kick into the wind. I'll drive him all the way back to the 4-yard line. Jeffrey Richards will be stopped just inside the 20. So nice job by the special teams unit. And as Derek Kemper able to drive a ball nicely down the field into the wind, his teammates doing a better job of corralling Richards. So now the Anna offense with 4:06. You got to be careful here Anna would hate to go 3 and out and give the ball back to the Flyers. The Flyers, remember, won the opening toss. They deferred, so that means they get the ball to start the third quarter.
That long pass they had the last possession should give them some momentum there or confidence in their passing game if they need to go to that. They got 2 receivers out wide to the right.
Bixler swings out here trying to get Huelskamp in space. There's a penalty. That's a hold. It's going to move it back. So a tough start to this drive for the Rockets.
Had a little bubble screen there, and one of the wide receivers responsible for blocking actually held onto a Marion defender. And I think, unless I missed it, that would be Anna's first penalty.
I would agree. They, I think, have been playing pretty clean. The Flyers, though, opened a game with a penalty, kicking the ball out of bounds. And have had a couple holding penalties themselves that negated good offensive plays. Well, Anna now, they're in a bind here.
First and 18.
Clock running. Marion with all timeouts left. You hate to get a turnover, but you want to try to get away from your goal line as they keep it on the ground, and Huelskamp will get to the 10, and that is it.
Their longest run so far has been 10 yards. Everything else 2, 4, 2, 2, 4, 6, 1. Just little pieces at a time.
Bixler to throw. Running out of room, gets around the corner. And is tackled on the far side, I believe, by number 11, Sam Hilsman. As Bixler was gambling there, he almost retreated into his own end zone, able to outrun a couple Flyer defenders, as you see right there in your screen. Number 11, Sam Hilsman, 6'4" senior, able to run down a quick Bart Bixler.
So now they got the wind of their back, 3rd and 19.
Did Bixler possibly go out of bounds? No, clock moving, okay. So the play clock down to 6, and Anna is maybe going to take a timeout because they are not ready.
Yeah.
So Anna will try to, in this case, burn as much clock as they can.
Their decision is whether they want to run it now or try to pass it, and an incomplete pass will stop the clock.
With a break on the field, we'll take a break up here. We'll be back with more football here on NKTelco Sports.
Trust us. NKTelco, a small-town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
Trust us!
2 minutes, 21 seconds left. 3rd down, 19 yards to go. Ball on Anna's 8-yard line. They've got a long way to go around here to get the first down.
Yep.
And they took the timeout. Obviously want to make sure they figured out what everyone needs to do or what play they want to try here with the ball deep in their own territory.
We tried to draw them off sides. That didn't work.
There's a whistle, though. Timeout, Marion local. So will give us a chance to run through our sponsors. I'll let Ron do that for me as soon as I can find them back. And there they are.
All right. Minster Dental Care, Francis Furniture, Wilson Health, Caring Without Limits, Precision Strip, NKT.TV, BowlerStore.com, Wagner's IGA, that's servicing communities for over 95 years, Grand Lake Health, Clopay Building Products, that's America's favorite garage door, Moran's Refrigeration, your appliance expert, serving Northwest Ohio for over 70 years. And we'll get back to more after this play. Once again, look to the sidelines for the play call.
3rd down, 19 to go. Bixler Time. Pass falls incomplete, out of bounds. 4th down coming up.
Okay, we got PSG Automotive Outfitters, Minster Bank, that's financial solutions for lifetime. Sweeter Moon Pharmacy, pharmacies located in Salina, Coldwater, Minster, New Bremen, St. Mary's, and Wapakoneta. New Knoxville Supply, Cargill. And the keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. The replay sponsors Winners Meats, quality meats for 90 years. Scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, think first.
Thank you to those fine sponsors that allow us to bring you this. And once again, this is Midwest Athletic Conference High School Football. 2 undefeated teams tonight. 2 undefeated teams in the league. Both Anna and Marion Local squaring off tonight. Maybe a bit of a surprise. Anna Rockets currently on top 20-14.
And that punt went out of bounds, and they're going to mark that on about the 29-yard line. So Marion has a short field to go
with all the timeouts.
2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first half. All their timeouts.
Do you think?
So they used one timeout.
Do you think with 3rd down, throwing the ball, I mean, you need 19. Probably the only way you're going to get it is by throwing it, but by throwing it, it fell incomplete, out of bounds. Stop the clock. I'm just thinking, does that extra 25 seconds, Marion does have, you said, a couple timeouts, so probably in the big scheme of things, not that big of a deal because the timeouts, but there's a good job by the Flyers on 1st down. Matt Rethman, the ball carrier, Matt Rethman with a 1st down, and number 10 takes it down to the 15-yard line. Inside of 2 minutes, Bruns in the backfield with running backs on either side. Looks, finds, and that ball in and out of the hands. His intended receiver is number 34, 32, 38. Tanner Ungren, the intended receiver. That'll stop the clock as Marion Local took a shot. Now 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I don't know, Jeff, to answer that question that for Marion, they're so explosive offensively. I don't think, 15, 20 yards, the clock matters to them at all with around 2 minutes to go.
So Bruns with 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, as next to him is number 10, Matt Rethman. Bruns will pitch. Rethman will run, cut, and be tackled. But wow.
He got some extra yards after the
contact is right. He got popped and still fell forward. Another 1st down, back-to-back 1st down carries by Rethman. Take a look at it here. It will go to the far side, but Rethman will take a pop
right there
and not go down until 1st down is earned. So good job by Rethman on a couple good carries here near the end of the half. Minute 30 and change.
So 1st and goal from the 5.
Bruns rolling this side. Looking, lowers his head, and is tackled inside the 5 down to about the 4. Marion Local will take timeout with 1:20 left in the quarter, in the half, I should say. Timeout on the field. We'll take one with him. You're watching high school football on NKTelco Sports.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen, and check us out on Facebook.
20-14 your score. The Flyers have taken timeout. Flyers trail. They've had a strong program here. They've won 10 state titles. And
so 2nd down, 1:20 to go. They got 1 timeout left, but they got plenty of time. They don't have to worry about
do what they want, I think. Run past whatever they feel is comfortable. A lot of time to go, just the 4 yards. Can the Anna defense make a big stop? Muscling down closer to the goal line is Nolan Habadaz, a senior running back, 5 feet 11, 175 pounds. Clock approaching the final 60 seconds. 3rd and goal.
From the 1.
Bruns will go under center. And I believe that was Fleck. Number 25, Fleck with the 1-yard touchdown. Make sure it is 25, and it looks like it is 25. So Brandon Fleck ties the game with a touchdown run. The Flyers are 1 extra point away here from taking the lead for the first time today. For Fleck, his 5th rushing touchdown on the season. And the kick is up. The kick is good. Alex Klosterman puts the Flyers on top, 21-20 with 52 seconds to go. We'll come back with the rest of the first half, or the final here in the first half, on NKTelco Sports.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
Big play for the the Marion local offense against the Anna defense. Is they're going to score right now. They take their first lead of the game with just 52 seconds to go, and good chance here they're going to take the lead into halftime run and then come back and receive the opening kick in the 3rd quarter. Little double dip action by deferring. Flyers apparently are going to be able to take advantage of that, and they score now. Anna's not going to have a lot of time left. And then Flyers will get the ball back to start the 3rd. And again, maybe surprising, their first lead of the game comes with 52 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, who would ever guess 41 points being scored here in the first half? We've been treated to quite a football game here so far.
Kemper, the kick. Hillscamp will field it on a hop. And we'll, again, get through a couple tacklers. Boy, some missed tackles as the Flyers.
He was close to going quite a ways.
He was, and I mean, he could have easily been tackled around the 20. As you'll see here, he fields it on a hop. And that really gave the Flyer return team a chance to get down there. But right there, it could have been tackled and escapes there and through another arm tackle, and pretty soon he gets through that mess. He's got nothing but green grass.
There were 3 or 4 missed tackles there.
A good run back. 44 seconds to go. Ball on their own 37. Is there enough time? But the Rockets can get some points on the board before half.
And we know he can put it in the air. He's got the wind to his back.
Looking for Richards. Richards makes space, coming back to the ball. The defender, I don't think, knew where it was at, and Richards did.
Yeah, I think there's a flag down there. It was offensive pass interference there on Richards. He pushed off.
It will be OPI as Richards trying to basically just fight back for the ball. And
yeah, it was kind of a wounded duck up there.
It was underthrown a little bit.
Yep, a little bit.
Well, it was underthrown. I haven't seen you throw it that far, Ron. So
okay,
there we go. It was underthrown. But Richards, watch it again here once. As I don't know what he, I guess, could have done differently. As he definitely had the advantage there, and maybe that little forearm. It's a battle. There was some hand jostling, but probably when he extended it, that's what bought him the 15-yard penalty. Boy, that was a huge penalty. As that.
Yeah, but he almost had to do that to catch it, I think. It was worth the try, I guess.
Yes. Tough break, though, for the Rockets. They could have used that would have given them great.
I saw a
field
couple underthrown passes last night.
Were they in the first early part of the second quarter?
Early part of the second quarter, yes, sir.
Ron happened to be at Cleveland, Ohio last night, where the Browns picked up their first win in a long time. And a key component to that, as Ron told me before the air, is when Baker Mayfield came in, the whole atmosphere changed. As he seemed to be the difference last night for the Cleveland Browns. And right now, both teams will head to the locker room. A nice ball game here at Marion Local between the Flyers and the Rockets. The Flyers own a 1-point lead, 21-20. We will take a break and come back with the second half here on NKTelco Sports.
Being here at Ferguson, you always can rely on not being on the same job. You're always going to be changing. It's going to be a change of scenery. Every job's going to be different, and you're always going to have something new to look forward to every time you're on a new job, because none of them's done the same.
What I like about Ferguson, I like being outside. I like working with my hands. I like the people I work with. It's always different. You're doing something different every day. There's usually not the same thing twice. Every building's different, so you get to learn every aspect of every building and how things change, how things go together differently, and how it goes from the ground up.
Started off pushing broom, picking up trash here at Ferguson, worked my way up into concrete, setting forms, setting walls and frost walls and stuff, and moved my way on up into sheet metal trade, doing roofing and siding. Then after doing roofing and siding, running crews and stuff, I moved into a crew leader position.
Well, I started just over 2 years ago on our Benzar project, one of the biggest ones we've done. I got thrown onto a roof immediately, not afraid of heights, it's where I ended up. I was on there for about 6 months straight on the roofs. I became a sheet metalist shortly after, at about a year. And then here recently, within the last year, I've been doing a little bit more ironwork, concrete, learning a little bit of everything. I went to college for 2 years to be a game warden. School loans are coming out. I never finished, so something had to pay the bills, and here I am at Ferguson 2 years later, and I love it.
I'm here to watch over the guys, make sure that the job's done correctly in a timely manner, and that they make money on the job, and make sure everything's done efficiently and correctly and safely.
Here at Ferguson, the pay is good if you're willing to work hard and earn for it. I've never had under a 40-hour week in the 2 years that I've worked here. The overtime's nice. Some jobs are mandatory overtime. Sometimes it's 50 hours a week. Sometimes it's not, but I've never had a week that's been under 40 hours.
Here at Ferguson, we have the 401k, profit sharing, and health benefits.
It's always nice to look back and say, yeah, I did that, and yes, it looks good. And then somebody's going to look at it and say, I like it.
Welcome back to Marion Local High School. I'm Jeff Henshin. Alongside me this evening is Ron Cruzy, and we've had a very entertaining first half of action here. And the Flyers lead 21-20 with our first half stats. Here is Ron.
For the Anna Rockets, rushing-wise, they had a total of 100 yards. Passing, they had 91 yards. Marion Local rushing 81 yards, 127 yards passing. Total yards, 191 for Anna and 208 yards for Marion Local. Penalties, 2 penalties for the Rockets, totaling 20 yards. 4 penalties for the Flyers, totaling 40 yards. Only 1 turnover in the game, and that was the fumble there in the first possession for Marion Local, turned into a touchdown. Anna, passing-wise, 4 of 7 for those 91 yards, and Marion Local 4 of 9 for their 127 yards.
Well, there you have it. as we get ready now to start the third quarter, the second half here at Marion Local. And again, Marion did not lead in this game until the final 52 seconds, or if you will, when they scored their last touchdown. The point after touchdown gave them their first lead, 21-20. So good comeback for the Flyers, a good start for the Rockets, getting some points on the board against a very good Marion Local defense. Now,
they had 100 yards rushing, and Marion Local so far this season gives up 90 yards per game. So they did their work on rushing, and the offensive line obviously did a good job opening those holes.
As we are set here for the opening kickoff of the second half, that'll be number 14, Cam Stewart for the Rockets. 3 receivers back for the Flyers, and it's fielded by the number 4, Peyton Oddie. And he runs it out to the 35. And the freshman will give his team pretty good field position here as we start the third quarter. And Marion Local scored that go-ahead touchdown around with 52 seconds, and I was thinking, boy, it's a chime there where the Flyers can score, get the ball back, to start the second half without Anna's offense getting really a chance to do anything. Anna almost made me wrong. Remember, they had a big, huge pass play to Richards, but Richards called for the OPI, the offensive pass interference, and that really squelched the Anna offense at the end of the half. But boy, if that would have gone unpenalized, Anna had a chance to score before half.
A nice little swing pass out there for Marion, trying to get the football on the outside this time. But boy, they can just strike in so many ways.
Well, that play was blown up by the Anna defense. Good job by them as they limit the Flyers on first down. Again, the Rockets and the Flyers. This is the 14th meeting all time. Marion Local has won 12 of the 13. Marion Local 12-1 all time against the Rockets. As running room on this side, the right side for number 13, Nolan Habadaz. And not much. I mean, he gets back maybe the yard they lost plus 2 or 3 more. Brings up an important third down and long for the Flyers. 14th all-time meeting. Both these teams this year undefeated in MAC play at 2-0. The Rockets 3-1 overall. The Flyers 4-0. Hard to believe that after tonight we're halfway through the regular season. This is week 5. Bruns will be tackled for a short gain, and 4th and 5. Good job by the Anna defense. Looks like a punting situation for the Flyers.
Yeah, they decided to roll out here to the short side, and Anna covered that very well. He couldn't pitch the ball out, and that's originally what he wanted to do. But good defense there by the Rockets.
Brandon Fleck to punt. Back. A couple receivers for the Rockets, and a booming punt as Hulskamp will let it go over his head. And it will take, luckily, Anna hop into the end zone, or it was nearly downed inside the 5-yard line. Instead, it'll be Anna ball on the 20.
Yeah, he had about 2 yards there to give, and the ball made it across the goal line.
Had the wind behind his back, as again, I think the wind is definitely affecting anything you're throwing into it. It's especially when the ball gets up in the air. It's been a windy day today. Luckily, no rain tonight for us, and we should be clean sailing for the rest of this second half. Right now, an excellent ball game between these two teams.
So we'll see what adjustments Marion has done at halftime against the rush of Anna.
Not much going there, and a short gain, really no gain. That will bring up second down. So Bixler's his opening was not there, did not develop, and
they've had their success rushing around the outside off the tackles.
And speaking of off the tackles, they've got a couple big runs as a result of Marion Local not being able to tackle a couple times where the Flyers have come in hit the ball carrier. Usually it was Hillscamp, but did not bring him down. He was able to get some chunks. Bixler keeps it, rolls to his right, throws for about a 5-yard gain. I believe that was Cam Stewart, 14, and it is Cam Stewart. Brings up 3rd and 5. Anna quickly again to the line of scrimmage. Not that they're going to snap it right away, but definitely they force Marion Local to set up defense, and then they can, as you mentioned earlier, Ron, see what formations, what they like, and maybe make the best play call possible. Third down, 4. Bixler pump fakes. Down the middle, pass short, underthrown, intercepted by the Flyers, number 10, Matt Rethman. So Bixler tried to get it down the field. Pass underthrown, and nice job by Matt Rethman, the safety, with the first turnover in the game against the Rockets. Here it is, Ron, again. Take a look at it.
Yeah, he had to get it off in a hurry right there. He's going to get sacked and came up a little short.
Jeffrey Richards.
Rethman made a nice play on the ball.
Yes, Richards had gotten behind Rethman, but pass underthrown, and nice play by Rethman as he gives the ball back to his offense inside Anna territory on the 40-yard line, and nearly a nice one-handed catch.
Yeah, it was Brandon Fleck went up with his left hand there and just about, or his right hand, just about pulled it in.
Marion Local's head coach Tim Goodwin in his 20th season as Flyer head coach. 84% winning percentage in that span. Bruns.
Got him.
That Tangeman it is. Again, Tangeman, the size advantage against Bixler. And Bixler right there, step for step, just too much Tangeman. And he gets the ball down inside the red zone. So nice play of about 20 yards inside the 10. First and goal, it appears right at the 10. So 30 feet to go for a Flyer score. Running through an arm tackle is Matt Rethman. He goes from the 10 down into side near the 5. So Bruns and Tangeman have hooked up nicely a couple times today. We mentioned their numbers with some pass and catch yards, and Rethman's been efficient on the ground. I want to remind everyone again that our NKTelco Sports, our sponsors, are pleased to bring you replays of high school basketball on Channel 3 and also Channel 503. Football broadcast, and that ball intended for Tangeman. This time Bixler, I think it is, able to knock it free. So those telecasts for high school football are shown every Friday at 11, and again on Touchdown Tuesdays at 7. So that's been our format or pattern for high school football. And also you can watch games on WOSN. Check their website for the replay times. And also you can watch it on demand on NKTelco Sports Facebook page, and also by going to nktelco.net and seeing the games uploaded there and watch them at your leisure.
Or so 3rd and 7, look for maybe Tangeman with his height.
Bruns rolls to the right, has some running room. Finds a receiver, Rethman. The ball is incomplete. So would have been close to a touchdown. Good job by Bruns buying himself some time.
Now we'll see if they go for the field goal or go for it on a 4th down.
Have not seen any substitutions like a line change, so it appears that Nathan Bruns will stay on the field and that the Flyers will go for it on 4th and 7. 7:07 left. Play clock nearing the final 10 seconds. It's at 10 right now. Rethman and Hillsman, 10 and 11, out into the Flyer formation. Bruns looking. Nice play defensively. There's a penalty, but boy, it looked like a nice play defensively by 23 Isaac Leininger. And they'll call pass interference. I didn't see it, but Leininger dove in front of the receiver to knock it down, but evidently pushed the receiver prior to that. That'll bring, I believe, a first down.
Yeah, we're far enough away. We could not see the contact, but the official was right on it.
So a gutsy call on fourth down. The Flyers go for it. And they get the benefit of a penalty. They will now have a first down and 3 at the Anna 3. Chance to add on to what is right now just a 1-point lead. They took that lead with just 52 seconds to go in the first half. Penalty and false start will be called. So that'll push back the Marion local offense 5 yards. I want to also remind you, as you've been watching our game, that our replays have been brought to you tonight by Winners Meats. Quality meats for 90 years. Once again, Winners Meats, our replay sponsor this evening. And we hope that you were able to watch our halftime hometown opportunity segment on Ferguson Construction. And I should say that pass interference did not result in an automatic first down. So the field goal from 25 yards is up and good. So a 3-point try is made by Alex Klosterman. So we'll keep it here. My apologies there. I lost track of the penalty. I thought was first down. It was not, but the false start penalty pushed the Flyers back, forced them to snap it from the 8. And they converted on the 25-yard field goal, and now they have a 4-point lead with 6:57 to go, as you see right there, as the Flyers will prepare now to kick off towards the Rockets.
So that field goal enables them to go up by 4. So Anna's going to need a touchdown to surpass that mark, or 2 field goals. So pretty important field goal there by the Flyers.
For Klosterman, now his 3rd field goal. He came in with 2 field goals on the season. That will now give him 3. We talked about field goal kicking. You've maybe seen that a little bit more, Ron, around the area in high school sports than what you're used to seeing, and some of that could be attributed to
probably kids playing soccer more than we saw, 20 years ago.
Good run back by the Rockets, and that's number 20. He's been the workhorse tonight, Riley Hulskamp. And you mentioned field goal kickers. A lot of those kids play soccer growing up. They learn how to do it. In some cases, they do both sports, play soccer during the week and then suit up for Friday night football and go out and kick extra points and field goals. So right now the 4-point lead in favor of the Flyers with 6:49 to go in the third quarter. Coach Marino in his 4th season as Anna head coach, and he replaced Brian Rioch, who was a head coach when the program started at Anna in 1999. And Coach Rioch, one of his assistant coaches, alongside with him is Wesley Unsucker, Brian Wickel, Casey Weichel, Kristen Alsthauser, Trey Cates, and Jeff Sandeau, assistant coaches for the Rockets. For head coach Nick Marino, his 4th season, as there's a timeout called by the Rockets. And we'll take one with them here with 6:49 to go in the third quarter on NKTelco Sports.
Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road CDLA driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package, is an equal opportunity employer, and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopaydoor.com/careers.
6:49 left. Anna takes her first of 3 timeouts here in the second half. 1st and 10 from the 32. Some short gain for the Rockets, and good job defensively, Ron. The Flyer defense really plugging up any holes for the running attack right there.
Yeah, and you really don't want to see that penalty on first down for Anna to take a
timeout.
To take a timeout there right after the penalty.
Using most of the play clock, Bixler will scamper up the middle. Doesn't get much. I think there to make the tackle was 44, Darren Hayes. So quickly it becomes 3rd and long now. As you got to think, if they come up short now, they would be forced to punt.
Yeah, not something they've been into too much tonight is 3rd and 9. And now you're going to throw it against the wind if they choose to throw.
They choose to throw. Battled for and will fall incomplete. Intended receiver was number 35 for the Rockets, Nolan Emerson, 6'1" junior. And it was a pretty decently thrown ball. Emerson able to try to make a play on the ball and battling there with the Flyers defenders, able to get it knocked away, if you will, and falls to the ground. So that'll force now a 4th down for the Rockets. Bixler, punting formation. 1 step, kicks, gets it away.
And the wind affects that, but he gets a good bounce.
And that will rest just inside, right on the 36-yard line, and that's where the Flyers will take over. They scored a field goal on their last drive. A chance here now to add on to that, and Anna's been stalled a bit on the offense. Ron have not put together many nice drives since they went ahead. I believe it was 20-7. Since that time, the defense for the Flyers has stepped up.
Yeah, the rushing defense of the Flyers has stepped up there, not allowing Anna, those 3 or 4 yards. They held them to 2 yards rushing there, 1 yard at a time. So they've stepped up. So Anna's going to have to counteract that.
So Bruns will wait for the snap. He does. A wide open receiver, number 10, Matt Rethman. And Rethman slow to get up. There's a whistle on the field. And we will take a short timeout and come back with more football here on NKTelco Sports.
Moran Refrigeration in St. Mary's is celebrating 70 years in business. We are committed to offering you top name brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid, Samsung, Fisher & Paykel, and Speed Queen. Come in and experience the one-on-one personal service that you won't get from big box stores. Our delivery and installation specialist will assure you that your purchases arrive safely and are installed properly. Moran Refrigeration, exceeding your expectations.
Automotive Outfitters, your truck accessory headquarters.
Rethman able to pop up after being on the ground. We hope he is okay. The Flyers will go to work with a new set of downs and a strong powering run for more yards. Number 13, Nolan Habadaz. And he gets him another first down, Ron.
Yeah, nice hole there by the offensive line. And Habadaz takes it right through there. And nice run, almost broke it for big yardage. He did come up with 12.
Speaking of offensive line, number 50, Reese Eifert, is the center. Guard is Lucas Berkey. Left guard is Derek Wilker. As more running room for Habadaz, and also lineman right tackle Eric Schlarman. Left tackle Matt Preeter. Some of those guys that we've called or mentioned when we say the offensive line, those are the guys that have helped do the job tonight. So right now the Anna defense trying to find a play. Would be a good time here to force another turnover. Trying to keep the Flyers from scoring more points as we approach the 4-minute mark of the third quarter. Habadaz, running room. Habadaz from 26 yards.
Touchdown.
For the touchdown. 26-yard run by Nolan Habadaz. The Flyers go up by 10. And we'll try to add on to that as we take another look at it. Habadaz coming here to the right side. Really not touched at all. I mean, he went through there. He got a one-arm touch, but for the most part,
that was a nice block there by number 50, Reese Eifert, a 5'10", 200-pound senior.
Well, he's a center, so he was able to get out into space. As the kick is up, the kick is good. Alex Klosterman gives the Flyers their 31st point. They lead 31-20. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have more third quarter football here from Marion Local on NKTelco Sports.
At CAPT, we use Hometown Opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
The Flyers have opened up a bit of space from the Rockets, and now it is an 11-point lead, Ron, and it's going to come up. We've seen the Marion Local offense now kind of get in rhythm. We've seen their defense really get into rhythm. They've really put a clamp down in the Anna offense.
Yeah, this is a big possession right here, not only for the Anna offense, but for the Marion Local defense. Anna can't really afford to go 3 and out here and give Marion good field position again. They need to put a drive together of their own and put some points on the board.
The kick from the Flyers with the return here is number 12, Richards. And he does a decent job getting it out across the 25. Saw Richards a couple weeks ago against New Bremen, Ron. He did a lot of things. Threw a touchdown. I think he ran one. He caught one.
And he intercepted one for a touchdown.
There you go. So a lot of, was involved a lot then. Haven't mentioned his name a lot tonight. On the offensive side, they haven't been able to get him the ball much in space.
Mm-hmm.
And when he's, let's say, run that like maybe jet sweep, if that's the right name, across the line of scrimmage, or horizontally, he was not able to turn the corner. So Flyers have done a nice job keeping him in containment.
Yeah, they've done a good job stretching that play out and running it to the sidelines.
Hills Camp gets through a couple tacklers, and before he is tackled by number 23, Grant Meyer, who good technique by Meyer on the tackle, stops Hills Camp. Ron mentioned an important drive for the Rockets. Hate to give the ball back to the Flyers on the 3 and out. Not only do you need to get some momentum offensively, you need to get some points on the board. They're down by 11, and you hate to make that lead bigger. Not much time remaining here in the third quarter, and Hills Camp will try to find space, gets across the 35 to the 36, and that will bring up now 3rd and 3. Earlier in the game when Anna could score, they were able to convert some big 3rd downs, and that's almost common sense. If you're scoring points and moving the ball, 3rd downs are pretty critical. As trying for yards and coming up short is Hills Camp. I believe that's him, number 20. It is, and he is going to be tackled for a very short gain.
And the thing now, they got to punt into the wind. If they punt, I guess they're looking at it. They're going to go for it. 4th and 1. Look for them to try to draw them off sides, maybe.
Play clock, a lot of play clock left. We're just now at 15 on the play clock. Bixler, the quarterback, also the punter. They do snap it. Bixler will drop back.
He's going down.
He's going to be sacked by number 11, Sam Hillsman. Sam will get credit for the quarterback sack, but boy, give the rest of the teammates. There was a couple guys coming in on Bixler, and
yeah, it didn't fool Marion Local. They came in with a rush, and Bixler didn't have time to get that ball off.
Pretty good defense also downfield. We have an injured Rocket on the field. We'll take a short timeout, and we'll come back with 1:54 left here in the 3rd quarter on NKTelco Sports.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at Cargill.com.
Welcome back to Marion Local. The injured Anna player, number 64. I do not have his name on our roster sheet. I asked you earlier who he was, and you said I don't know. But sorry for that, but hopefully he can heal from that injury. And 4th down, and really the Flyers not fooled at all. They were able to, you see it right there.
You can see he got cut low.
Yeah. So hopefully can kind of heal quickly. And now back to the game. It's 1st down, short field for the offense of Marion Local, which has been pretty good here in the second half. They've had some nice drives. They've scored 11 unanswered here in the 3rd quarter, or 10 unanswered.
He's got him wide open.
That is Bruns to Tangeman. So they've connected on some big plays tonight for yards. I believe that's the first one to go for 6.
Yeah, there you're going to see Bruns pump fake, and that throws the defender. And then he just puts a lot of air under the ball and runs right under it.
Again, good work between those two. They've connected well tonight. 37-20. Alex Klosterman. The hold will be by Reese Hess. Snap back, ball down, kick is up, the kick is good. The Rockets opening up here, now lead by 18, 38-20, and we have 1:49 to go in the third quarter. And keep it right here, and I'll give ourselves a chance to go through our sponsors, and they include
Minster Dental Care, Francis Furniture, Wilson Health, that's caring without limits, Precision Strip, NKT.TV, BowlerStore.com, Wagner's IGA, servicing communities for over 95 years, Grand Lake Health, Clopay Building Products, America's favorite garage door, Moran's Refrigeration, that's where your appliance expert, serving Northwest Ohio for over 70 years. PSG Automotive Outfitters, Minster Bank, financial solutions for a lifetime. Sweeterman Pharmacy, pharmacies located in Salina, Coldwater, Minster, New Bremen, St. Mary's, and Wapakoneta. New Knoxville Supply, Cargill. Keys to the Game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Replay sponsors Winners Meats, quality meats for 90 years. Scoreboard sponsor First National Bank, think first.
Thank you to those fine sponsors that allow us to do this, and this is high school football Midwest Athletic Conference, the Anna Rockets and the Marion Local Flyers, and the kick will be a touchback as this game opened up with the Anna Rockets taking advantage, really having a great opening first drive down the field, scoring touchdown, then creating a turnover, scoring off of that as well, and opened up to a 13-0 lead before the Flyers quickly answered back with Anna able to go back on top of the score, so they were up 20-7. And since that time, the Flyers have run off 31 unanswered points.
Yeah, with that sack, the Anna Rockets are down to 2 yards rushing here in the third quarter, so the Marion local defense has taken over.
And what did they average per game?
90.
Bixler able to scoot through the middle for a few, and then he got hit pretty hard, pops back up. Clock continues to move as we approach the final minute and a half here in the third quarter. Mentioned earlier the assistant coaches for the Anna Rockets, Nick Marino, the head coach, and his fourth season, his record overall just above 500. Looking to build upon a good season last year, 7 wins and 4 losses. Richards this time around the outside, and that time he's able to get some yards. He tries to stretch the ball out, and it appears that he did by doing so did earn a first down. So Jeffrey Richards, about a 6-yard run, good enough for first down. And off to Hillscamp. Again, he's been held in check here as of late, not able to bust any big ones, and much better job by the Flyers tackling. We haven't seen the missed tackles as much as what happened a few times in the first half.
Right, and there seems to be more people around the football also, especially when they Anna started out the game running it to the outside, and Marion Local has been able to adjust and get more people toward the ball.
Bang, bang play. And I believe it was clean as going for the ball was number 10 for the Flyers, Rethman, and he was going up against 23, Isaac Leininger. There was contact.
Yeah, you could see him lining up back there, and he saw the ball go in the air, and with the timing, it almost looked like he was going to pick that ball off, but it was a little too high for him.
So it goes down, an incomplete pass. Clock stops at 14 seconds left. Third quarter, 3rd and 10. A difficult down and distance for the Rockets. Bixler looks, he comes right back to 23.
Lining her,
Yes,
he dropped.
there you go.
Yeah, that time he dropped the ball.
It would have been probably near a first down. Tough break for the Rockets. Now 4th and 10. They went for it. A similar situation the last possession.
You would think they just about have to go for it again, wouldn't you?
Well, the Flyers have punt receivers back. They hustle up to the line of scrimmage now.
Now he drops back a step to punt it.
And there's a kick, but before that there's a penalty.
Not sure what so many people on the field, maybe too many defenders.
Might be 12. 2 men on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, there's 12.
Well, good job by the Rockets. A little bit of somewhat trickery. Assuming they're going to punt, and lined up and then backed up and caught the Flyers with one extra man on the field. Does not give them a first down, though. It just shortens the down distance to now to 4th and 5. And it looks like now the Rockets will line up to go for it. The final 9 seconds here in the third quarter.
Now he's dropping back to punt.
And he gets it away. No one back for the Flyers. Takes kind of a neutral hop. The ball lays still at the 35.5-yard line. And at the same time, the third quarter will expire. 3 12-minute periods are in the books. We'll take a break and come back with the final 12 minutes here on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Minster Dental Care continues to offer advanced dental technology in a state-of-the-art facility. Our professional team offers experience in general dentistry and orthodontics, including services such as CERA and wireline orthodontics. Board-certified pediatric dentist Dr. Philip Slonkowski ensures our littlest patients have a positive, safe, and a comfortable experience. We are unconditionally committed to excellence in everything we do.
Final quarter here getting ready to start. The Flyers have outscored the Rockets 31-0 to at one time trailed 20-7. Now lead 38-20 as Habadaz goes off right side for a gain of 3. So the Flyers have kind of regrouped a little bit. Anna, give them credit. Kind of came out and won't say punched him in the face a little bit, but did get some shots and nice drives and scores on the board early. Coach Tim Goodwin mentioned in his 20th season. Assistant coaches Dan Koenig, Kevin Oddie, Greg Bruns, Dan Toby, Bill Goodwin, Nick Eifert, B.J. Walters, Jason Shearer, Jacob Sherrick. That group of guys has put together another pretty good team this year, pretty good product out on the field. Again, mentioned 10 state titles, all here in the 2000s. So pretty good factory of success here for the Flyers under Coach Tim Goodwin. So a first down for the Flyers, a new set of downs. The clock continues to run. And Habadaz will come this side, bounce off and a tackler, and that was Jeffrey Richards, I think, attempting to tackle. He is up a little dazed, but he appears to be okay now. So nice run by Habadaz, and he makes it very difficult running back to be tackled.
At the end of the third quarter, Marion Local 215 yards passing, 132 yards rushing. So just a little bit different from what their normal game is.
Habadaz again This time stopped for just a couple yards. Mentioned that Habadaz, he's their featured running back, came into the game with 52 attempts for 360 yards. That's just under 7 yards a carry average, and he also had 7 rushing touchdowns on the season coming into this game.
I think what they'd like to do now is keep the ball on the ground, keep the clock running, and keep picking up first downs that way. But you can't count out their passing attack.
Bruns under center. Pitches back, Habadaz. Nice job by Richards holding on. Jeffrey Richards, number 12, able to grab Habadaz by the ankle and hold on.
So no gain there, and so that's going to bring up 4th and 4.
Flyers appear content now with the ball inside the 44-yard line, or the 43, to go for it.
Play clock's down to 13.
Bruns now back in the shotgun formation just inside the 50-yard line. Will pass, looking for Tangeman. Finds Tangeman. Another nice down and distance pass, as those two guys have connected very well tonight. About another 20-yard gain again there, as they've, again, it's a tall target and a pretty good thrown ball that really only Tangeman's probably going to get.
Yeah, like a back shoulder throw there, and Tangeman, with his height, has the advantage anytime that ball's put where it was.
First down inside the red zone. Habadaz looking for more. And he gets it down near the 11-yard line.
So they'll be content on keeping the ball on the ground. Clock's down to just a little over 8 minutes.
Mentioned tonight's game is the 14th meeting all time between these two schools. Marion has dominated the series. They own a 12-1 record against the Rockets. A win tonight would make it 13-1. So the Rockets, again, had a great start to tonight's game and maybe caught the Flyers a bit off balance. Were able to put some points on the board.
Nice
run. Yeah, he got about the final 5 yards, about 3 feet off the ground. He really did not go down. And I believe that was...
I think it was Habadaz.
Okay, so that number, I want to say 12, but that couldn't be. Maybe it was. Nonetheless, we'll take another look here and find out who it was. It was number 12.
Yeah.
Isaac Eifert.
Sorry to him. That was a good run.
From the 3 down inside the 2 to looks like the 1-yard line. So the Flyers 3 feet away from putting more points on the scoreboard.
And they got another first down, so no, it'll be second
down.
Second and goal from, looks like the 1.
Short distance to go. As Flyers here have been very efficient, somewhat doing almost what they want, and they've done a lot, on the ground, and they've connected with Bruns and Tangeman through the air. And that is Eifert, I believe. And it's a touchdown for the Flyers. And I believe for Eifert, that might be his first rushing touchdown. I don't even know if he had any carries coming into this ball game. So a nice job in getting his chance there. Isaac Eifert listed as a wide receiver. Oh, is that?
That's him.
Yep. Okay, so just double checking here, and I do not see that he had any rushing attempts. That one blocked. So I believe number 20, Hillscamp, kind of all over the place tonight. Riley Hillscamp hustling in there to get his hand on the football, but it remains a 24-point margin right now in favor of the Flyers.
And now the thing Anna they got the wind to their back, so they're going to have to put the ball in the air, take their chances that way.
Easier said than done. The defense for Marion Local really, as you mentioned, pursues the ball very well. It seems like they can get a lot of guys to the running back when they have the ball, but yet when you throw it, it seems like they've got 2 or 3 guys chasing the receivers down as well. So it's almost just a lot of team speed, and I think very well coached and disciplined, and they keep themselves in position and always seem to be ready to make the play.
Yeah, and Marion makes the adjustments. Anna come in here with a good game plan, worked the first quarter, second quarter kind of so-so, and then all of a sudden, third quarter, when they have time to go in and make the adjustments, they come out and do exactly that, and the defense shut the offense of the Rockets down.
Not been really much anything in the second half. I mean, I can't recall a lot of, let's say, positive things that Anna has been able to do. And
they had 12 yards rushing in the third quarter and 5 yards passing.
Yeah, no disrespect. Anna's not the only team that struggled against the Flyers this year, and so it's good to see they did get off to a good start, and that was for that much they deserve credit.
Yeah, they've doubled the yardage that Marion usually gives up.
Squib kick. It will be fielded, and that's where the Anna offense will start, is corralling the squib kick or the bouncing hop. I believe it was number 29, Isaac Egbert. So as you mentioned, a big deficit right now for the Rockets. Not much time left, and you're playing a very good defense. So best thing to do is kind of go out and, again, continue to work on what you're trying to do. And, the next week's opponent may not be quite as strong, and, it may pay off then. But right now, a difficult task for the Anna offense.
They put 2 receivers out to the left.
And they will keep one in the backfield for Bixler, along with Bixler. And they will give it to Hills. That's number 22. Not much running room for Hayden Davies.
Yeah, Hillscamp isn't in the game right now, I don't think.
And he will be hit right at the line of scrimmage again. Watch the blue shirts almost not really taking the handoff, but being right there. Good solid tackle.
That's Hayden Davies. He's a 5'9", 160-pound junior.
So the Anna offense, again, tough task at hand as the Flyers reset their defense. Richards with the ball, look for room. This time cut up the middle, gained a nice yardage of about 6, 7 maybe. As we approach the final 5.5 minutes of this game. Want to remind everyone also that these games can be seen or watched on WOSN and also on demand on the NKTelco Sports Facebook page, and also by visiting the NKTelco.net website. These games are uploaded for your viewing pleasure when you want on demand. Bixler will again give it off to Richards. Had success last time, has success this time. Past the first down marker and then some. So a good run of about 9 for Richards. First down Rockets as they try to get into Marion Local defense or Marion Local territory and try to get some points on the board here. Late in the game, a game that the Flyers have dominated here in the second half. Bixler finds Richards. It is tipped, battled, and intercepted by the Flyers, number 34, John Tangeman. again, when you think they've got everyone piled up around to stop the run, it seems like there's just as many in the backfield to, in this case, intercept the pass.
Right, you can see Tangeman playing safety back there, and he's looking at the ball all the way and makes a nice break on the ball and comes in from center field and bobbles it a little bit, but hauls it in.
Made the catch or the interception. 3 Flyers kind of in the area, but Tangeman there to get it.
Leininger might have saved a touchdown there.
So 7, Kyle Mullenkamp, the new quarterback for the Flyers. He's a 6-foot junior, getting some minutes here to run the Flyer offense. Good night for Bruns. Did a nice job getting the offense eventually going, and they've done it really on the ground and also through the air. Short gain.
So they'll be content on keeping it on the ground again and just keep running it until they have to throw it.
Last run, I think, was by Derek Kemper, 43. Flyers, no hurry to obviously get the ball snapped, willing to let the clock go down and shorten the final 4 minutes. And there's movement. And that will push the Flyers back 5 yards.
Tailback took a little step, just big enough for the referee to notice it.
We've got Kemper, 43, in the backfield, along with 21, Dylan Heitkamp. So look for one of those two to take the handoff from Kyle Mullenkamp.
So they're getting some substitutes out there so they get some game experience.
Cody Kunkler, number 55, will be the anchoring the offensive line. He'll center it. That's definitely some clean uniforms out there right now for the Flyers. Mullenkamp pitches to 21, Dylan Heitkamp. And Heitkamp gets the penalty yards back and then some, as he will bring up now a 3rd down and 5, a long 5, but nice pickup there by number 21, Dylan Heitkamp. So as the clock winds down here, the final 3 minutes, the Flyers will make the, well, I hate to say the midway point of their season. In the past few years, they've played 15 games a year. Most teams play 10. For those teams that play 10, this is halfway mark of week number 5. Both these teams, I think, play good football. Obviously, the Flyers, if they don't, they're looking again to get back to the playoffs. But the Rockets, as well, have a chance to make week 11 as well, with some wins here coming up in the following weeks.
So they're going to have a 4th and 5 right now for the Flyers.
Senior night here before the game as well. And I mentioned earlier the starting offensive unit that we were given. All starters are seniors, and on the defensive side of the ball, all but 3 are seniors. So pretty senior-heavy class on offense and defense for the Flyers. Right now, some younger class or underclassmen getting some work.
Nice punt into the wind.
And the ball will be down. And I believe the punter was number 25. It is Brandon Fleck. So nice job, as Ron mentioned. Into a breeze that's been very consistent all night, steady, blowing from the left of your screen to the right. 1:47 left for the Rockets, and they will attempt again to try to get maybe some offensive confidence against a second string defense of the Flyers. And sometimes that second string defense of the Flyer might be probably better than some of the team's first strings you might have of out of conference schedules you might play. So still good work, as Bixler will remain the quarterback, number 4. And his teammate in the backfield is number 22, Hayden Davies. And Ron mentioned we haven't seen Hillscamp in some time. He did a lot of work earlier, and he might just be holding him out for rest. Again, he very active tonight. They call on him a lot.
Yeah, he had some tough sledding there tonight, but he did a good job. He broke a lot of tackles, took a lot of hits, so it's an opportunity to give somebody else some experience and avoid some injury to a player they can't afford to lose.
Carrying the ball for the Rockets. I believe that was Davies, number 22. First down for the Rockets. They'll wind the clock. It will start again. Minute 10 left. What a comeback, if you will, especially here in the second half for the Flyers. Right now on a huge scoring margin as they will look for Emerson. Pass short, underthrown. Emerson becomes maybe the defender. As probably with a better chance of catching the ball was a defensive player, number 85, Austin Wendell. Emerson able to avoid that interception. At one time, the score was Anna 20, Marion Local 7, and that was in the second quarter. And since that time, the Marion Local offense came alive, and credit to the defense as well. They really shut down the Rockets, and Davies will fall over the 30, close to the 31.
So less than 40 seconds to go. Just a matter of what Anna would like to do. That last play was just a draw play. I'd look for that again. Yep.
Davies tackled, and that might be the final play of the game. We will see once Havana. It appears they are content. Fourth down, 2 yards ago. The teams will meet at the 50-yard line, and that is how this game will end. So the Flyers come back, and they dominate the second half and earn their fifth victory in as many tries tonight against an Anna team that will fall to 3 wins and 2 losses and suffer their first league loss of the season. We'll take a short break. And when we come back, we'll wrap things up here from Marion Local. You're watching boys high school football on NKTelco Sports.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier sofa and sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
NKTelco Sports. More than 140 local high school and college games. Football, basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball, and soccer. Support your local team with NKTelco Sports and promote your business to 250,000 households in Northwest Ohio. Call 1-888-NKTelco and get.
Welcome back to Marion Local, where the Flyers have beaten the Anna Rockets by a score of 44-20. And with our game final stats, here is Ron Cruzy.
For the Rockets, rushing, they had a total of 145 yards. Passing, 96 yards. For Marion Local Flyers, they had 178 yards rushing, 232 yards passing. So total yards, 241 for the Rockets, 410 for the Flyers. penalty. 3 penalties on the Rockets, 24 yards. Penalties for Marion Local, 7 and 55 yards. Turnovers, Anna had 2 to 1 for Marion Local. Passing, 6 of her 12 for Anna, 8 of 16 for the Marion Local Flyers.
Well, dominating performance for the Flyers, especially in the second half. They turned the tables on the Rockets, and again, a game that Anna led 20-7. Marion Local came back, took the halftime lead at 21-20 is where this game was at halftime. And you remember right before half, Anna had a chance to kind of make a scoring opportunity, had a big pass and catch. It was negated by a pass interference call against the offense. That wiped out that chance, and really that was probably their last threat, so to speak, because in the second half, Marion really stepped it up defensively and shut down the Anna offense. And on the flip side, the Marion Local offense really cranked it up and got production on a number of people, whether it was runs, passing, Tangerman catching, Rethman running, Hillscamp, but Habitaz also in there. A number of players for the Flyers really made it happen for them in the second half. Before we sign off, we need to address our player of the game tonight.
And that's going to go to Matt Rethman. He had a 66-yard touchdown reception, and he also had an interception for the Flyers. So good game there by Matt Rethman.
Congratulations to Mr. Rethman, and that sponsor tonight was NKTelco Sports. And I would also like to thank our crew this evening, our camera people down on the field were Tyler Wolf, Patrick Toller, and Ian Bolheimer. Our director this evening was Isaac Sell, the assistant director Luke Sweeterman. For my partner Ron Cruzy, I am Jeff Henshin. We hope that you enjoyed this telecast here on NKTelco Sports. Once again, your final score, Marion Local 44, Anna 20. Thanks for watching.